take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards. First play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now Rodgers. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Hurts to throw to Barkley on the check down. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. The tight end in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Motion left, Smith. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd down and 3. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the right side and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
There's a short one caught by Uzama. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Smith here.
Still going inside the 20.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. In motion left goes Smith. They'll look to throw here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Running left, it's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Garrett Wilson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
87 yards.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man. It's Gainwell.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
3rd down and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now we'll get whistles, and